Madam Speaker, I rise to respond to the question raised by Honorable Kini-Williame Kiliraki. I thank the Honorable Kini-Williame Kiliraki for raising the question on a topic that needs to be addressed to clarify fishery exports to the European Union under the Economic Partnership Agreement. For the information of the House, the question needs to be directed to the Ministry of Trade and Tourism. However, we continue to export to the EU market despite damages caused by Cyclone Winston. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary questions, the Honorable Kiliraki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In relation to the damages to PAFCO, may I ask the Honourable Minister, can he enlighten whether there was substantial damage to the factory and how much would it cost? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, it's a separate question, but for the information of the member, PAFCO comes under the Ministry of Public Enterprise. Thank you.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Wande.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's the same question that I wanted to pose. Can the Minister explain what socio-economic benefits the repair work to the people in Ovalau or the Lomoiviti province in terms of employment and any improvement on working conditions in the province of Lomoiviti? Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, these are totally new questions. And as I've already mentioned, the PAFCO comes under the Ministry of Public Enterprise. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Leweri.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much, and thank the Honourable Minister for not answering the question. But the question that I would like to pose to the Honourable Minister, Madam Speaker, is whether the repair works that were conducted at PAFCO, whether the due process of selecting the company that has been contacted has been followed. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I've already mentioned in this Honourable House that PAFCO comes under the ambit of the public enterprise. So all its operation, the appointment of board, the way it's being managed, it comes under the ambit of public enterprise.